All you know about me is I've talked some shit about money. I've talked that money is not real and all those stuffs. I talked about discipline and so much other stuffs. Here, I'm here to teach you how to do forex, but I'm not gonna tell you anything like by explaining it in a live trade or any shit like that. I'm just gonna read out some points, read out some things I know, read out some things I do, and the truth behind the forex market. That's what I'm gonna do. And some of you might like it, some of you might not, and I don't care. That's it. So the first lesson is about simply explaining about what is forex. It defines that forex trade indeed plans a trade by analyzing the most recent economic news and geopolitical development, as well as the latest announcement from G7 officials. So the G7 officials, you know that US, German, UK, France, and the Canada, Italy, and Japan. These are the G7 officials, and these G7 manipulate, or they can create drastic changes in the forex market. So you can clearly understand that the people on top, or you can think that the people on top are the G7. No, absolutely not. It's not the government who's on top. There are people who are able to control the government and manipulate the government. So the actual truth that I'm telling you about forex is it is completely a game which can create a drastic change in seconds. That's what it's all about. It's simply how they want their money to be created. So you can say that when the market is going down, they are creating profit, because that's an opportunity for them to print more money. It's basically when the market is going down, they tell, oh, the economy is going down, we have to make more money to make it stable. So they print money and they use it. And where's all this money that is printed? Nobody knows. Nobody knows where it's going. Nobody knows where it's been spent. And they put something in your head, in your slave mind, that you can do good in your job, and you get a promotion, you get some extra salary, or you know, something like that, a good living. That's what I say to you. It's basically they provide you freedom and manipulate you to make or print their own money. That's what they simply do. So about forex, I'll tell you, it is said that it's the most influential market, and I don't think so. Forex is simply some shitty scam with numbers going up and down in screen, or some graph that goes up and down, and there are some people who sit behind that and make money out of thin air, like the Federal Reserve. And at some point, I'll tell you, at some point, they are going to induce or make tax for your money, for withdrawal, or anything like that. And in current state, they create brokerage, which is absolutely some shit. You use a government platform and they take a brokerage. What the hell is that? I don't think that's a good thing, but they are good enough to play that game, and nobody ever talks about it. I don't care if you take a brokerage or anything, but I don't think it's right. If the government is actually working for the people's growth, I don't think that's a good idea. So the next things about the the main banks that can create a, you know, the drastic change in the graphs are the Wells Fargo and Corporation, Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, and JP Morgan Chase Chase and Corporation, China Construction Bank, the Bank of America, and of course JP Morgan and Bank of America. They're out because they are the people behind the Federal Reserve, Fractional Reserve, and all those shits. You know, if you watch my previous videos, you might have understand that how is money created and why is money maintained the way which the people are being scammed to be a slave to the money. They make money out of thin air, and you are giving your life on it. Why? You don't need to run behind money. It's all about, I'll tell a simple thing about money, which I learned from a great person. You cannot make money, because you're not the fractional reserve, you're not the Federal Reserve. You cannot make money. You have to take money. That's why business is so important in society. They just take money. They don't make money. There's a difference. When you shift your mindset to take money instead of make money, you can see the systems and all other things in a different angle, which in a way that you are above all these things, and you can see that how it has been created, how it has been moved to one place to another place, and how it is coming back to the place it have created. You can simply see it like that with your naked eye. It's so simple. Life becomes so simple when you see it like that. So it's basically all shit if you know some basics. And I just told you it is all the basics, but there's more to learn, which is about the graphs and the numbers they put on the screen and all those other stuffs. If you know why is something moving up and why is something moving down and why the numbers after that point or the decimal is changing, you can simply understand Forex in just a snap. All you need to do is observe the society, observe the world moment, observe the market moment, observe what the people on top, the government. When I mean on top, I just mean the government, not the people above government. If they say anything, it cannot be changed. They manipulate the government, and government will say that. It's simply like, I'll tell you, on 19 something, the fractional Federal Reserve was made by telling that there won't be any sort of inflation in the future, so that the Federal Reserve can be created. So they created the Federal Reserve, and from that time to 2018, there was 3 inflation, depression, and recessions. 3, which is within a 2 decades. Within a human lifespan, 2 human lifespan, there was 3 recession inflation. They just said something and the government obeyed that. It's like they manipulated the government, they become the government, and they manipulate it. And the government said to the people to do these and these, and they just voted on that, and the Federal Reserve was created. So these are the truths behind money. If you have seen my previous video, you might have known that. I'm saying this again because some of you might have not seen my videos, who are watching right now might not have seen my previous videos. So I just say things. over and over. I know it's boring, but not for me, and not for the person who is seeing for the first time. And about the forex market, the charts and the numbers we'll discuss tomorrow. Until then, stay strong.